Hey guys, this is SoFlo Josh and I'm over here at Doral Acura to film this 2025 Acura Integra A-Spec Tech package for y'all. With that being said, thank you so much to Doral Acura for allowing me to film this vehicle. Make sure to go ahead and contact Pepe, he'll be able to assist you. So power in this model is a 1.5 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder producing 200 horsepower and 192 pound-feet of torque, and sent to the front wheels only via a CVT or 6-speed manual transmission. Let's go ahead and talk about the styling of the Integra. Now the Integra has been on sale for quite some time now. The first model year was actually 2023 and this is the 2025. So let's talk about it. Now at the front we have that same diamond pentagon grille that we've known and loved from Acura that they've started to put in their vehicles back in, I believe it was 2018 if I'm not mistaken, with the TLX and the MDX. When they did the refresh for those models, we get your safety sense right there down the middle. Lower grille kind of mimics the same as the top grille. Over here to the side, as you see, we have the Integra badge stamped in there, which is a hallmark to the Integras of the past, which I've absolutely loved. We get your chicane style DRL at the top with a turn signal as well up on the upper part, and then we got the quad beam lights here, which is very nice. I really like the fact that Acura has this in this model. Over here we do get functional fog lights, which is very nice. You know, a lot of brands are starting to get rid of that. Even the Civic got rid of their fog lights, so let's hope that Acura still continues to offer fog lights. On the side we do have an active curtain to go around the wheel. Now over here we have these beautiful 5-spoke gunmetal gray 18-inch wheels. They look fantastic. I love these designs. I like how they're super open. They're not directional wheels, which is something I really do not like whenever cars brands do that. We got the A-Spec badge there, and then this overall side profile looks very nice. Now this is a sportback design vehicle, so we're gonna have an actual lift gate at the rear, but as you can see there is two character lines that are going on over here. We got one that starts at the front fender and then tapers off to the C pillar over here where the rear window's at. It looks very, very nice. I love it. And then we do have that second character line that starts at the very bottom of the front fender and carries on over here to the rear doors. But at the rear, as you see, we got that massive lift gate. We can open it up, and then we also do have full LED tail lights with your turn signals up at the top. Down below have dual exhaust tips, which is very nice to see, and they're actually exposed. They're functional exhaust. They actually have a loop, so they add more depth to whenever you are accelerating, so they have more volume as well. We got that Integra badge stamped back here, parking sensors at the rear, and then once you open this lift gate, we got that spoiler as well. As you see, it is a lift gate. Now this is a manual lift gate. It's not going to be a power lift gate. They don't offer that whatsoever. But as you see, we do get a privacy cover and we get a ton of depth into here. So we got a little area here where you could have your fix-a-flat. You got the little funnel there if you need to go ahead and put some windshield wiper fluid. And then we do have a tweeter for that ELS Studio 3D audio system, which is quite nice to see. And then getting into the interior, by the way, the exterior color is the Apex Blue Pearl, but in the interior we have the Orchid. So over here we have the Orchid with the micro suede insert down the middle. We got that same black accent that goes across from the rear over here to the front as well, which is very nice. Power seats, and they are memory seats as well, which is really good. We got 4-way lumbar control, back, tilt, lower. We can lower as much as we can to add a little bit of sportiness. Soft padding here, soft padding on the top. Really nice door handle. It's very large, so that means that you can go ahead and fit your fingers into there. We got your window switch gears as well as your operation for your side mirrors. Soft padding over here and here as well. Cubby space down there. And let's get into the interior. So now the ELS Studio 3D system has roof mounted speakers. So we got tweeters here, we got roof mounted speakers, we have another speaker here and another speaker down below over there. So you're gonna have a blast whenever you're listening to music. Getting over here, as you can see, we do have a really nice sporty style finish for the steering wheel. Since we do have the white interior, we do have white perforation, or stitching I should say, that goes across the steering wheel. We get paddle shifters for the CVT transmission, and very nicely designed. I would love to see a flat bottom at some point in the near future for the A-Spec models as well as the Type S one, but nonetheless, it's a really great steering wheel. Your 9-3 grip is going to feel fantastic. We do have a large 9-inch touchscreen display. Now, this doesn't have the Google embedded as of right now. I believe that for the 2026 model year, they're going to add the Google embedded system, but we do have over-the-air updates, which is still very nice to see for this model. It's a very nice, you know, audio system, or I should say touchscreen display. It's very, very good. Getting over here, we do have your shifter to put it into drive. We have a dedicated sport for the transmission. Now, this transmission is a lot sportier for this model. I know it's a CVT, but it still has some sport functionalities. Whenever you put it into reverse, as you see, you do have trajectory. So that means whenever you are reversing, you could see exactly where you're going, and you could change the depth of your camera so you could see a lot better. We do have rear cross traffic alert, we got blind spot detection, we got everything in this vehicle. This car comes with everything standard when it comes to safety. Down the middle, we get a large digital gauge cluster that looks very nice. As you can see, when we put it into park, the revs show up there, and it's actually fast. It's not slow, it's not sluggish or anything like that whatsoever, which is really good to see. Two large cup holders over here. Unfortunately, none of these cup holders fit a large 32-ounce bottle of water like I like to have. And then we got a smaller cubby space right here down the middle. Charging right there, we got a USB-C and a regular USB. This one over here is for the media, so if you want to do wired Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, you could do that, but there is wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as well. You can put your phone there to go ahead and charge. And then you got your climate vents right here, the HVAC system, which is good. We have functional HVAC systems. I like to see, you know, actual buttons, not any of those, you know, how BMW has it where it has to be in the infotainment system. I like this overall approach, and I like the fact that we have that. We got heated seats, unfortunately not cooled seats, which I would expect from the, you know, top trim of the A-Spec version, but nonetheless, it's still good. Getting into the rear occupant area, so over here at the top, as you see, it's hard touch plastic at the very top. We don't even get the same gloss black that we saw over there at the front door panel. We get a large door handle, you get your tweeter grill, speaker grill right there in the bottom, but we do get some soft padding to rest your elbows on a long drive. You got your window switch gear, and we have some cubby space down there to go ahead and fit your bottled water. Now, as for the rear seats, as you can see, it is very, very plush, so that means that people who are sitting back here will be able to enjoy it. You do also get the same anchor points at the rear for your baby seat, which is really good to see. You know, like I said, the practicality of the rear trunk area. And speaking about practicality, if you fold down these seats, you can actually fit a large 70-inch TV. So you can carry a 70-inch TV in this compact liftback sedan. Now, getting into the rear occupant area, it's pretty straightforward. The roofline kind of tapers downward, so I mean, you might hit your head if you're a little bit taller, so make sure to go ahead and duck. But as you see, I do have a lot of leg room sitting up tall. At 6 foot tall, I have a lot of leg room, and this actually does give a little bit, so that means you're going to be able to have, you know, a little bit of play if you're a little bit taller. Now, headroom wise, since we have the sunroof over here, there is a little bit of a pocket area for your head to fit into, but at somebody who's like tall, my head is hitting the top whenever you are sitting upright. Now, if you're slouching like this, for example, then you're good. You won't be hitting it as much. But as the person who likes to sit up tall, I don't like to like really slouch that much. It does hit it, and that's expected. It is a sloping roof line for a vehicle. Now, we get two USB Type-C's back here. We don't get vents. I know in other markets the Civic does get it, and I've seen people in the US actually convert this into a rear vent. There's a whole process to doing it. You have to replace so much down this middle shaft area, which is kind of crazy, but nonetheless, I think they should option this in for the 2026 model year. Now, over here we do have two cup holders at the rear, one larger, one smaller, so that means if you have a smaller drink, you can fit it there. If you have a larger drink, they won't be able to wiggle too much. But overall, the rear occupant area, I would say, is very adequate for people who are going to be sitting here. I would recommend, if somebody's sitting back here, maybe be below 5 I want to say 5'10", they would probably fit back here a little bit better. But somebody who's my height at 6 foot tall, I have a lot of issues. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get onto the drive. All right, so setting off in the 2025 Acura Integra. Now, like I said earlier, this model has been out for a couple years now, and it's actually a well-received vehicle. It's won you know, car of the year, and it's gotten so many accolades from many publications, the A-Spec version as well as the Type S. The reason why today I chose the CVT transmission one is because this is a perfect daily commuter, especially for somebody who wants something that's luxury, has the amenities like a heads-up display over here, and it doesn't, you know, eat so much into your wallet. This model over here is listed, I believe it was $39,000. The equivalent of this when it comes to other vehicles in its space would be the BMW 2 Series, the Mercedes-Benz, I believe it's the, I can't remember, the A-Class if I'm not mistaken, and then the Audi A3. So that vehicle kind of competes in those space, and we all know how expensive those vehicles are. Now let's go ahead and put it into sport mode really quick, and let's see how this puppy livens up a little bit. Yeah, it feels really good. That CVT transmission is more sport tuned oriented compared to what we would find maybe like a Honda HR-V or a Honda Civic, which is actually really nice to see, because Acura is a premium brand, or I should say more of a performance brand more so than premium, but you do get some of those premium amenities when it comes to that. Now, another great thing about this vehicle is that you have the individual, and if I'm not mistaken, the individual mode is actually solely for the top trim, which is the A-Spec Tech package. Now, you can go ahead and put the engine, the comfort, and so on and so forth. Let's put it into sport. Let's throttle it in. And you can shift your own gears. It's a simulation kind of gear, which I'm not a huge fan about. I would rather have, you know, actual gears, but nonetheless, it's still gonna be great. Now, another thing about this car that's great that I've seen people actually accomplish, I've seen people do on like Reddit, where they are getting like 47 mpg with this vehicle, with this this transmission, as well as the engine, because this vehicle only comes with one engine unless you go for the Type S. And that to me is amazing. For a vehicle like this that has like all these amenities, that is insane. Not even the competition gets close to that, which you got to think about. You're going to be saving money when you purchase a vehicle, but you're also going to be saving money whenever you're going to the gas pump. You know, you're going to be getting like 47. Now that's highway driving, that's not combined or anything like that, but still, it's really great to see that people are able to go ahead and get that out of a sporty liftback vehicle. Now, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. I want to ask this question: do you guys like this vehicle? Do you like the overall design of it? Do you wish that, you know, Honda, or I should say Acura, would implement the S Plus button that's going to be implemented into the new Prelude in this vehicle with the CVT? Let me know what y'all think. With that being said, make sure to go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.